The World Rugby Sevens is happening in Vancouver over the weekend, and 60,000 people are expected to fill BC Place over the span of 2 days. I'm joined by Tom Mayenknecht, the host of the Sport Market on TSN Radio. Tom, what's the impact going to be of this event on Vancouver's sporting landscape?
Well, it's a good news story, a really good news story. When you look at the last 5 years here, we haven't had anything other than the Women's World Cup of this level. This is a big win, not just for Vancouver and for BC Place, but for the sport of rugby. To have 58,000 over the course of 2 nights for the World Rugby Sevens is very positive. Really, the only thing that's rivaled that and exceeded it was the Women's FIFA World Cup in 2015, which in turn was the biggest thing that we've had since the Vancouver 2010 Olympics. So I think that this is good news for Vancouver in terms of single sport event marketing. The other events, Vancouver 2010, the FIFA Women's World Cup, those were very much World Cup type festivals, and in the case of the Olympics, multi-sport. Here you've got BC Place, PAVCO, aggressively working with its sport partners to bring special events to Vancouver. This is really a special event, and I think it's going to be very, very good for the rugby community and for Rugby Canada to get the media attention that they're going to have here on the World Rugby Sevens, and also just to gauge the spectator response, because not a lot of fans are familiar with the Sevens. The Sevens is very, let's say, packaged, expedient, entertaining rugby. A lot of turnover, a lot of matches. It's not the full format game, but I think it's very, very fan-friendly.
Okay, how will Vancouver be judged by organizers of other hallmark events when it comes to hosting these types of games?
I think very favorably. If you look at what we're seeing the Rugby World Sevens coming in this weekend. We've also seen Rugby Canada awarded, or Vancouver awarded a international test series match against New Zealand. So 2 major rugby events, 3 different dates, all in 1 year. That's really, really good news. I think it'll rub off on other organizers of global games that translate to a big stadium atmosphere. You could potentially see something along the lines of cricket, coming here, which I think is really important for Vancouver as a Pacific Gateway community. I think Vancouver already has a very good reputation based on Vancouver 2010 and the FIFA Women's World Cup, which set attendance records for the event and had more eyeballs on Vancouver than anything that's happened here, including the Vancouver Canucks 2011 Stanley Cup run. More eyeballs from around the world on Vancouver than any event since the closing ceremonies of the Vancouver 2010 games.
Okay, one final question for you. Should the Rugby Sevens go off without a hook? Is there a chance that perhaps more mainstream sports like an NFL exhibition game roll into Vancouver and take over the stadium?
I think it's a great question, and I think that successful track record in terms of FIFA Women's World Cup 2015, the Rugby World Sevens, especially maxing out the lower bowl configuration with the upper deck being curtained off, it creates a very fan-friendly, great game presentation type atmosphere. And that's what organizers are looking for in terms of other special events. To me, there's no reason that the NFL couldn't stage an exhibition at BC Place Stadium. They need to have the partnership and cooperation, of course, of the BC Lions of the CFL to do something like that, but a Seahawks exhibition game here in Vancouver, maybe it's even packaged into BC Lions season ticket sales, I think that would be very, very successful. I also think if they can do something about the low-hanging video scoreboard at BC Place, you could see a Seattle Mariners, Toronto Blue Jays exhibition set here in the years to come. The bottom line is BC Place is right now doing a very good job in identifying special event marketing opportunities, and the marketplace is responding well. The quick shout out that I have to give to Arm is to Rugby Canada. Rugby Canada has been on a mission these past few years. They're doing a terrific job in terms of their event marketing. They're very, very professional in their advertising feel, and that's why I think you're seeing the public and the market respond so well, to the tune of 56,000 tickets sold for the Rugby World Sevens this weekend.
Okay, Tom, thanks for coming in.
All the best. Thank you.